everyone, hola a todos. Today we are going to read Aquila the Eagle. To Ghana we go by Priscilla Waffle. It is fall in the North Bronx forest where Aquila lives. Aquila has moved out of his parents' nest and spends most of his time traveling, hunting for food. Though he's still a young eagle, Aquila is now much bigger and stronger than most eagles his age. He also looks more like an adult bald eagle than a young one, with his white head and white tail, yellow irises, beak, and feet. The only difference, of course, is that instead of dark brown feathers, Aquila has golden feathers. No matter how far or how long Aquila travels, he's always able to track back his path to his parents' nest, and he makes a point to visit them whenever he's in the area. He usually brings gifts from Mother Eagle and Father Eagle. They range from sticks for the nest to fish, which he catches from the river close by. He also makes it a point to visit Benji and Faithlin whenever he's back from his travels. They play together and he tells them stories about his journeys. Please take us along on one of your adventures, Aquila. Benji and Faithlin will always please. Soon, friends, soon. One night, when Aquila visits his parents, he has a dream. In his dream, he sees a little girl somewhere in Ghana, Africa. She's sitting by the seashore. Her head is on her lap and she's crying. When Aquila wakes up from his dream, he's really troubled. This is the third time he's had the exact same dream. He never sees the girl's face in the dreams, though. Aquila shares the dream with his parents during breakfast. Son, your mom and I have always known you're an eagle with a special assignment. Father Eagle's comment puzzles Aquila. Why is that? Well, you were different from everyone else from the get-go with your golden down and big eyes. His father clarifies. Yes, indeed. You've asked why your feathers are golden and why you're bigger than other eagles. As we usually tell you, we don't know why, Aquila, but we do know that God did it for a reason. Aquila's mother encourages him. Father Eagle tears on the fish he's eating with his beak. Just listen to your heart, son. What do you think you're supposed to do about the dreams? I'm not sure yet, but I know I really want to help the girl I keep seeing. Then do it, son. Do it. Mother Eagle gives him a soaring, beaky smile. Later that day, Aquila goes to see Benji and Faithlin. He tells them about the dreams. That's a really sad dream, Aquila, Faithlin says. We want to help too, but how? Benji nods in agreement. How about we take a trip to Ghana then? Aquila was not even sure if he could fly that far a distance, but he was willing to try. How are we going to do that? Asked Benji. Well, we'll fly over there. I'll carry the two of you on my back. During dinner that evening, the children asked their parents whether they could fly to Ghana on a mission with Aquila. Mother is breastfeeding Benji and Faithlin's new baby sister, Valerie. She's just a month old and the whole family dotes on her. The parents exchange glances at the children's request. I don't see why not. Just make sure to hold on tight so you don't fall off Aquila's back, their dad cautions. Mommy also chips in. Be sure to bring back a souvenir for your dad and I, okay? They know their children will be safe with the mysterious talking eagle. The next afternoon, Aquila shows up on the children's front yard. Benji and Faithlin climb gently onto his back, holding on tight, just as their dad had told them. Here goes! Aquila begins to flap his wings. He flaps and flaps and flaps, and before long, his talons are off the ground. We're flying! We're flying! Shout the children in excitement. As they fly over mountains, rivers, seas, and continents, Aquila and the children enjoy the scenery. Benji and Faithlin are in such awe that they're really on the eagle's back. Aquila flies at an incredible speed, and before long, they arrive in Ghana, Africa. The children climb off the eagle's back, and all three of them take in their surroundings. The first thing they notice is how brightly painted most of the houses are. They are blue, yellow, green, and pink houses all over. Also, there are women and men carrying big containers on their heads. This really surprises Aquila and the children. I wonder if that doesn't hurt their heads, Benji thinks to himself. The eagle and the children notice as a woman puts down her container, takes money from a little boy, and hands him a piece of bread. There are children in coffee brown and caramel colored uniforms running up and down the street. Some of them have their books in their hands, whilst others have backpacks. Aquila, Benji, and Faithlin see a chicken with her chicks walking behind her, and there are two goats playfully fighting in a corner. Everyone seems to know everyone, as they say hi to one another with smiles and waves. Benji waves at a boy passing by, but he doesn't respond. He doesn't even seem to notice Benji. Do you think anyone sees us, Aquila? It's almost like we're invisible, Benji observes. You may have a point there. Aquila has also noticed how the three of them seem to be ignored by everyone. Does not matter to me. I like it here in Ghana. It's different from the US, but it's a good kind of different, says Faithlin. Aquila and Benji agree to her comment. Race you to the beach over there! Benji laughs as he suddenly runs off. Faithlin also follows suit. Aquila flies after them. That's not fair, friends. You know I can't run, he jokes. When they arrive at the beach, they pause for a little while to observe the scenery. The children notice some men mending their fishing nets, whilst others push their canoes to sea and shout goodbye to their friends. Some children are running up and down the shores in play. A girl of about 7 years old is eating her lunch. When she notices them, she suddenly points and shouts, Ma! Ma! She okore! Mom! Look, an eagle! Owohe! Where is it? Her mother asks. The eagle and the children are standing right in the woman's view, but she doesn't see them. The girl's mother thinks she's making up stories and is not very happy about that, as she's busy cleaning fish. No one else at the seashore seems to see them either. It occurs to the girl that she might be the only one who can see the strangers. Hi, my name is Faithlin. This is my brother Benji, and Aquila is our friend. Faithlin introduces them. The girl smiles shyly and says hi to them. She tells them her name is Abena. In Ghana, when one is eating, they always invite others to join them. Abena knows her culture very well, even at 7 years, so she does exactly that. Benji, Faithlin, and Aquila are happy to try the Ghanaian food, and they enjoy the meal very much. This is very spicy. I love it. Aquila licks his feathers. Instead of using his beak to tear into the food, he decides to eat like the others. Abena tells them the ball of food is called kenke. Faithlin hopes she will remember the name later when she's telling her parents about it. Aquila, do you think Abena is the girl you saw in your dreams, as she's the only one who can see us? Faithlin asks the eagle after the meal. Aquila nods and gives a beaky smile. Yes, I believe she's the one we're here to help. Abena overhears what Aquila and Faithlin are saying. What are you here to help me with? Now the girl is even more curious about the strangers. We're not sure yet, Abena, but I believe we'll find out soon, Aquila says to her. He knows that must sound very strange, and the look on the girl's face says exactly that. These strangers are a bit weird. Do you want to play? Abena is ready to change the subject. Sure, they all reply. Oh, I know what game to play. Hide and seek, Faithlin suggests. Yeah, let's do it. Everyone is excited about the suggestion. How about Benji, Faithlin, and I hide, and Abena seeks? Since she knows this place better, suggests Aquila. All of a sudden, Abena's lips start to quiver and her eyes become teary. I know you're tricking me so you can leave. You want to make friends with the other children over there, don't you? She says sadly. The children and Aquila exchange surprised looks. All three wonder why she would think that. Aquila assures Abena that they don't plan to do such a thing. We like you for a friend, Abena. Abena calms down at his assurance and they begin the game. Abena is really good at hide and seek because she knows all the possible hiding spots. Now it's Aquila's turn to seek. Benji hides behind a canoe, while Faithlin hides under an old fishing net. Abena hides behind a group of women sitting around a fire, frying fish. Aquila spots Faithlin through the fishing net holes. They laugh gleefully, and Faithlin helps Aquila to find the other children. A few minutes later, Benji is also found. Abena, on the other hand, is still squatting behind the women. Aquila and the siblings look everywhere along the seashore for their new friend. After squatting in her hiding place for what seems to Abena like forever, she concludes that Eagle and the children have indeed left her. She begins to cry quietly. As she comes out of her hiding spot, Aquila and the siblings see her from a distance. They wave as they walk towards her. But Abena doesn't notice. Her vision is clouded by the tears. Hey, Abena! They call out to her and continue to wave. Abena uses her clothes to wipe the tears from her eyes. It's Aquila and the siblings. They didn't leave after all. Why are you crying, Abena? Aquila asks when they approach to go. I thought you left, she stammers. Aquila, Benji, and Faithlin look at each other again. They know why they are here. Abena needs faith. Have people in your life not done what they say they'll do, Abena? Aquila asks. Yes, it happens all the time. Mommy always tells me she'll play with me, but she never does. She's always busy with her fish business. Daddy told me in the summer he will build a dollhouse for me, but he never did. Last week, my best friend in school suddenly stopped being friends with me. She's not friends with a girl in my class who always has extra snacks to share. The children and Aquila become very sad. They understand the Abena now. Let's go over there, suggests Aquila. All four of them walk over to a canoe which has been turned upside down. The children sit on top of it. The eagle cannot sit, of course, so he stands. Abena, you've been let down too many times, and I am so sorry that happened to you. However, if you don't have faith and trust, you will be very miserable. Sometimes you need to have faith in yourself. Other times you need to have faith in others, Aquila says to Abena. You know, prayer can help your faith. Why don't you give it a try? Faithlin tells her new friend. Abena nods. She closes her eyes, puts her hands together, and prays out loud. After the prayer, Aquila gets the feeling that he should put the tip of his wing on Abena's chest, where her heart is. The siblings are curious about what their eagle friend is doing. After a few minutes, the eagle moves his wing from Abena's heart. Wow, I feel really peaceful. I'm good inside, Abena shouts excitedly. Woohoo! Shout the siblings and Aquila. The children clap and jump up and down in excitement. Abena! Abena! Where are you? That's Abena's mother. She's wondering where her daughter is. Coming, Mommy! I have to go now, friends. Thank you for helping me with my faith and also for the fun game. I forgot to ask, where are you from? We're from very, very far away, is all Aquila tells her. Abena hands a colorful bead bracelet on her wrist to Faithlin. So you'll always remember me, she smiles. Faithlin smiles back and thanks Abena. Everyone hugs and says goodbye, then Abena runs off to her mother. Aquila spots a small white shell and picks it up with his beak. This will make a great gift for Mommy and Daddy. He tucks the shell into his plumage. Get on my back, friends. It's time to go. The children climb onto Aquila's back. Benji first, then Faithlin. As they fly off, Faithlin looks at the beautiful bracelet. She'll never forget Abena. This will make a great souvenir for Daddy and Mommy. Benji wonders if they will visit another country soon to help out someone else. This has been a really fun trip. Bye-bye, Ghana. Down below, all the people at the seashore look smaller and smaller as Aquila flies higher and higher. Why did you put your wing on Abena's heart, Aquila? Faithlin wants to know. I just felt like I should, so I did. I'm beginning to realize God has given me a gift which I can use to help people, Aquila tells the children. In a few minutes, they are back on the front yard of the children's house. When Benji and Faithlin get off Aquila's back, they wave bye-bye until the eagle is out of sight. Then they run into their house to tell their parents all about their awesome day. A day later, Abena offers to help her father build the dollhouse. Her father likes the idea a lot. Abena's company will make the job easier and faster. Let's get to work then, he says to his daughter. In no time, they're finished with the project. They're painted pink and blue. It's the most beautiful dollhouse Abena has ever seen. Thank you, Daddy. She gives her father a hug. The next day at school, Abena says hi to the quietest girl in her class. By the end of the school day, Abena has a new friend. On her walk home from school, Abena has another bright idea. I'll help Mommy out with the work she has to do today. That way, she can finish early and play with me. Abena realizes that having faith and trust is making her a much happy person. She's also learned that if she looks at her problems differently, they can be solved. She skips along in joy, looks up to the sky, and says a prayer of thanks to God. When Benji and Faithful's parents leave their room after prayer that night, the children talk on and on about their wonderful trip to Ghana. They can't wait to have even more adventures with Aquila. About 4 miles away, Aquila is perched on the branch of a tree. He thinks about the day's events. Aquila is very happy that he was able to help Abena today. He can't wait to have his next dream. He's curious about where it'll lead him and Benji and Faithlin too. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. Adios.